Flags up, started calling them in. I don't think that's... Yep, away they go. Good start, away they go, heading towards the first of the 18 fences with Minster Lad taking them along in the early stages. Keystone Chief and Fidias bringing up the rear as they all clear the first of the 18. On then towards the next. Come to it once again, the 10 of them safely over with Minster Lad. And thanks for coming. 1 and 2. Dunner Runner races in third spot. Awesome George, the white cap on the inner. Fidias moving forward on the outside in the striped sleeves. Safe Investment races in 5th or 6th position as they pass the judge. Behind this one, Scenic Route, Tiamore Lass, Curdifer and Keystone Chief as the 10 of them pop over the ditch and now swing right-handed and make their way up the bank and on towards the next. With their Minster Lad in the red and pink colours, taking them along from the green on the inside of Thanks for Coming. Fidias on the outside in the striped sleeves jumps in 2nd or 3rd position. Once again, the 10 of them safely over, and now it's up the bank, right hand down and on towards the 4 fences over on the far side of the course. With Minster Lad taking them along by a length or so, or half a length or so, as they straighten the green colours of Thanks for Coming. Tiamore Lass is Safe Investment is next, and then Fidias on the outside, Awesome George on the inner. Dunner Runner is in 6th position with Curdifer, Tiamore Lass 7 and 8. 9th is Gemma Garden with Keystone Chief, and just bringing up the rear is a Scenic Route, Jemima Cove as the leaders make their way over this one. In fact, the 10 of them safely over. On towards the next then. Thanks for Coming, and Minster Lad and Awesome George 1, 2 and 3. Dunner Runner is in 4th spot, and then Fidias as they make their way down towards the last over on the far side. This is the 8th of the 16, the Ray Valley Tractor sponsored fence. And Thanks for Coming leads them out of it by a length or so from Awesome George, who races in company with Minster Lad 2nd and 3rd. Dunner Runner races in 4th position as they make their way down the bank. Back then in 5th to Safe Investment. Fidias races next, and then Curdifer as they head down the slope and on towards the right-hand turn on the approach to the final 2 on this circuit. 2 fences and another complete circuit of the course to go then in this Stratton Land Rover Nottingham sponsored novice riders and 6-year-old and upwards horses race. The 10 of them make their way around the right-hand turn, past the point where it all began and on towards the final 2 on this circuit. With Thanks for Coming still up there on the inside, and the outside is Minster Lad. These two more or less disputed from the start. They've got Awesome George on the inside in the white cap, Dunner Runner in the stripes on the outer, Curdifer moving forward, and an Old George in the red cap races in 5th position at the moment. And then on the inside, the white cap of Safe Investment. Fidias races next, and then Tiamore Lass, and back then to Keystone Chief and Scenic Route as they make their way towards the judge with just over a circuit to go. The next is the open ditch. This fence currently sponsored by Foynaven Asset Management, and the first 2 are going to get to it are going to be Thanks for Coming in the green colours on the inside and the red on the outside of Minster Lad. Awesome George jumps in 3rd, makes a little bit of a mistake at it but doesn't lose any ground. Dunner Runner in the red cap on the outside is next, and then Curdifer on the inner in a similar red cap. Tiamore Lass is making a little bit of ground. Safe Investment taking the shortest route, has done from the start on the inner. Fidias just dropping back a little bit. Keystone Chief is 2 from the end or 2 from the back, and Scenic Route's just coming to it now and is safely over it. 10 runners then making their way up the bank and on towards the final 6 fences. 6 plain fences to go then as they swing right-handed and make their way towards the first of them. We can see Thanks for Coming by a length from Minster Lad in the red colours on the outer, Awesome George in the white cap. These 3 just a couple of lengths clear of Dunner Runner, who's just being pushed along a little bit. Curdifer races in 5th spot and is making ground. A little bit of a gap developing then to Safe Investment, who races in 6th position. A further gap to Tiamore Lass, who's going backwards. Fidias is moving forwards. Keystone Chief and then Scenic Route. The leaders have already reached the next. The third of the four on the far side. And Thanks for Coming leads them away from it with Awesome George in second spot and Minster Lad in the red colours third. So they got this one on the far side, the Ray Valley Tractor sponsored fences, before they swing for home and take the final two. And at that one, Thanks for Coming leads away from it with Awesome George in second spot. Minster Lad's losing a little bit of ground. Dunner Runner is making a little under Jack Andrews, and these leading four are estimated 10 lengths clear of the rest of the field. Cœur de Feu has now joined them, and these five in fact clear of Safe Investment, and then Keystone Chief behind this one for Dias, and then Tirmo Lass, and finally Scenic Route. They're about halfway down the bank. They've got two plain fences to go and about 3 furlongs, and the leading three are the green colours of Thanks for Coming. On the inside we've got Awesome George, on the outside Dunner Runner. These three a couple of 3 lengths clear of Noel George on Cœur de Feu in fourth spot, and then in fifth spot the long-time leader Minster Lad, who's now just beginning to drop out of it. That was 2 from home, Awesome George and Dunner Runner. Awesome George just beginning to come under a little bit of pressure, Dunner Runner likewise. Thanks for Coming seems to be dropping backwards. Cœur de Feu is trying to get closer to the leaders, but on the run towards the line it's Awesome George by a length or so from Dunner Runner, back then to Cœur de Feu, who's powering through on the inside, but up the line it's going to be Awesome George, Dunner Runner, Cœur de Feu and Thanks for Coming. These are the first 4. Race for 5th and 6th spot between Safe Investment and the early leader Minster Lad. Next over the line is Keystone Chief, behind this one for Dias, Scenic Route and Tirmo Lass.
Good.